Just gonna use a little bit of the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Tinted Lip Oil in Transparent because, oh my gosh, my skin is so dry right now. It's insane. Maybe I can do like a cute little bun or something. I'm gonna add some hoop earrings. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Of course, I have no makeup on my face right now because we are playing with some drugstore goodies today. Before we get started, I quickly wanted to address my skin. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm just breaking out. Like, this isn't even that bad compared to how it was all February. I know chin breakouts are usually hormonal, but like, knowing me, like, I never ever have like breakouts where it's not necessarily acne, but it's just like texture that just like flares up. Oh my goodness, you guys, my skin has been just like going through it all February. I don't know, I had to completely like change my skincare routine. I've just been trying not to wear as much makeup just so I don't irritate my skin anymore. It was so bad all February. I'm just like hoping that it just goes away, and it was just like a weird reaction that I had or something like that, but I don't know. I didn't like change anything with my diet. Like, I just don't know what it was. It's probably stress because I had a really crazy month, but I'm doing a lot better, so hopefully this just goes away as soon as possible. That being said, my skin is feeling really dry. So I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum. This is the hydrating one. What I really like about this primer is that, well, I only use it a couple times, but it's really lightweight and it absorbs into the skin really fast. So I'm just going to rub that all in and make sure I am hitting all the dry spots as well. Around my nose. Oh my gosh, this weather has been kicking my butt. Like, my skin has just been so insanely dry, but I am managing. I'm doing a lot of exfoliating and moisturizing. That's why I like lost my entire tan from when I went to Bahamas. I'm literally back to square one. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need some sun. For today's foundation, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This is the dewy one, and I'm in the shade Golden Beige. This is one of their newest foundations, and I love it. I'm just gonna dot it all over my face. I don't like to wear too much foundation. I just want to wear it to where it just like evens out my skin tone and still looks really fresh and natural on my face. So I'm gonna go in with this Rimmel sponge. I really like the sponge. It's very soft and bouncy. And I'm just gonna blend this into my skin. My face is actually really light compared to my body, so this might be just a tad bit darker than my face, but that's okay because it matches the rest of my body. And recently, I have been just enjoying doing my face makeup first before eye makeup. I feel like I get like a better coverage, like a better finish. And then any excess makeup that is on the sponge, I just take it over my eyelids just to even out some of that discoloration. You want to go between the brows. Boom. So this foundation, oh, I hope I don't look too orange. I feel like it's pulling up a little too orange. So as you guys can see, this foundation, it just evened everything out. My freckles on my nose are still peeking through, so it looks really skin-like on the skin, very natural, and it doesn't make your face look flat, which is a really big thing for me, is because I hate when I wear a foundation and I have like no shape to my face. It just looks flat. Definitely like the finish of this foundation a lot, and it's only $6. The scent isn't overwhelming at all. I think the original is much more fragrant. Okay, so this is a new product that I recently actually just tested out today. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Sand. I do have the original camo concealer, but I don't wear it as often just because it's not my correct shade. But right off the bat, I can tell you this is way better. It's not as drying underneath the eyes. It's not as cakey or heavy. It gives you amazing coverage. I don't know, it just looks so smooth underneath the eyes. So I am just going to blend some of that underneath. Oh, it just looks so good. And you want to make sure when you're working with under eye concealer that you kind of blend it a little bit lower, bringing it back, just so this entire area is nice and bright. And then if you have any extra like makeup on the sponge, I just like to hit the center of my nose bridge, the forehead area, the chin area. This just helps balance everything out. I'm going to go in with a little bit of powder and let that sit for a little bit. The powder that I am using is this is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid powder. This has been sitting in my makeup collection for so long. I was like always waiting. I was like, I'm gonna just wait until I do like a full face of first impressions, like drugstore edition. Never got around to trying out this powder, so I'm like, okay, today's the day, I'm gonna use it. My under eyes look really, really smooth. I'm gonna grab a little brushy brush and just blend everything out just so it's all smooth. For my face powder, I'm going to go in with the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Press Powder in the shade Light to Medium. I'm using a fluffy brush just so it disperses the product, not as heavy. I just want to set my foundation so it's locked in. I used to never do this step, but I feel like now I can't not, because I don't know, it just makes your foundation look so smooth. Alright, so now I'm going to add some shape to my face, and I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution contour palette. I've used this many times on my channel. This is basically what it looks like. You have your contouring shades and under eye powder shades, a little bit of highlighting shades, but I'm just going to mix and match the contour shades just to add some shape to my face. I like to start off by the temple area, forehead area, and just use circular motions and work that along my hairline, blending everything in. The brush that I'm using is from Beige Cosmetics, and it's the number 4 brush. So basically I'm just applying this the hollows of my cheekbones, just adding that definition just so it accentuates my cheekbones, making it look a little more slim. You don't want to go too low because that's when it will start looking muddy and it does the opposite of contouring. Just bronze up this entire area, and then also the sides of my nose, just so my nose doesn't disappear. What I like to do next is just set my face with any setting spray. This one is the All Star from Colourpop. I'm going to just go in with a little bit of brow gel. I like to rock my natural brows right now. So I just coat a little bit of brow gel through them. This is the only thing that's not drugstore. It's the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I'm gonna work on my eyes, and eyes we're gonna keep pretty simple. I'm gonna use the lagirl Pro Mastery eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna play around with a few of the mauve shades and create like a really pretty daytime or nighttime smoky eye. It's gonna be really easy to achieve, but it's gonna look like we put in a lot of effort. I'm gonna go in with Makeup Addiction Cosmetics blending brush. I had this for years, literally. And I am going to start off with that very first eyeshadow, which is this one right here. And we're just gonna hit the brow bone. You wanna do this with a matte eyeshadow. Anything that is just a few shades lighter than your skin tone, just to brighten up that brow bone. I'm gonna go back in with that same brush, and we're gonna go in with that eyeshadow right beneath the one we just used. Now, you guys don't have to use this palette. You guys can seriously use a blush, lipstick. Literally, I've done lipstick before. I mean, I wouldn't recommend lipstick just because it can get messy, but blush works just as good. So I'm gonna look down, and right where I have the hollow area of my eyes, I'm gonna place that color. This is the crease, and I'm going back and forth windshield wiper motions. And you want to start off with a little product first and then slowly just build it up. Going back in with more product. And as you guys can see, my hand placement is towards the very end of my brush. That's because I want to apply a least amount of pressure. Alright, so up next I'm going on with this LCE3 brush. It has purple on it because I already used it for a purple eyeshadow. But I'm going to go in with this shade right here. So I'm going to basically be playing around with all these shades. Tapping off some of that excess so it doesn't get onto our foundation. And I'm going to be pressing this all over the lid. To gain the most pigmentation, you want to use a flat shader brush. Something that is dense, something that is going to help pack this color on. Just like that. And then I like to just in between grab my little blending brush and just blend out the edges. Going in with a second layer. Take some of that purple underneath your lower lash line just to connect everything. Okay, now I'm going to go in with another blending brush. This one is from e.l.f. You just want to get something that is a little bit smaller and more defined. And I'm going to go in with this purple and this dark brown plummy eyeshadow. Tap off the excess, and now what I'm going to do is just close my eye and just take this brush and drag it between my lashes. So basically my lash line. And you just want to do this for like a couple seconds. And I don't know if you guys can see, but that just like added a lot more definition along my lash line. It just creates like that shadow, so it creates the illusion of like a fuller lash line, which is what I want. That's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. I don't want to use any shimmer, nothing like that. If you guys love shimmer, you guys can apply some onto your lid or inner corner, but I'm gonna just keep it as it is for now just because I really love matte smoky eyes. So we are going to be adding some winged liner. So this is the Maybelline Eyestudio gel liner in black. This is one of my favorite eyeliners from the drugstore. And I'm using an iconic London angled brush. Kind of want to add a little bit of a thicker wing. Alright, so I kept my wing more horizontally instead of like taking it up towards the end of my brow bone. So I'm keeping the thickest part of my wing towards like the end of my eye just to add like that cat eye look. I don't know, when it comes to winged eyeliner, honestly, it like seriously just comes to personal preference. Like you just have to practice and practice and practice until you find out exactly which eyeliner works the best for you, which brush works the best for your eye shape. It's all about practicing literally day and night until you get it down. That's all I gotta say. Now we do the same thing to the other eye. Hopefully it works. We'll see. Dang, my eyeliner. We're not doing any fake lashes. I tried to put on fake lashes today and I just couldn't. Like I'm not feeling fake lashes in this season of my life. I honestly have been trying to grow out my natural lashes, keeping them nice and healthy. So today we're just using some good old plain mascara. This one is from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Keep Your Curl. And I really like it. I love the wand. It's a little bit angled. And the formula, it just makes your lashes look really, really bomb. So I'm going to start off with my lower lashes first and then coat my upper lashes and get them nice and full. This mascara seriously makes your lashes look so good. I love it. I mean, it also helps to have like long lashes, but I just love the formula because it's not like a wet formula. So it really grasps onto the lashes and helps them like stay. I love the way this looks. It's just like so glam. It's glam without being like too much, you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, whatever. I'm just doing my own thing here. Next, I'm going in with this Rimmel Maxi Blush in 3rd Base. It's just a basic peachy color. I'm gonna go in with this iconic London brush. Blush brush. Apply that to the apples of my cheeks, blending it back. Something about this blush I'm not a fan of. I feel like it gives me like a little bit of a gray undertone. Like, I don't know. It looks fine on camera, but in person, it doesn't really give me that lively, flushed look, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is by far one of my favorite highlighting palettes from the drugstore that's affordable. I think last time I checked, this was $7. I don't exactly remember. This is the lagirl Moonlight Magic highlighting palette. And you have 4 different shades here, and I like this one, sometimes this one, and then this is great for deeper complexions. But you guys, what I love about these highlighters is that, anyways, the camera cut me off there for a second, but what I love about these highlighters so much is how reflective they are on the skin. And not only that, when you look close up, you don't see no chunks of glitter, no sparkles, none of that. It literally just looks like you're glowing. It looks like you're illuminated. It looks like you just freshly applied some skincare, some oils. I don't know, but it literally makes your skin look so dewy that I'm obsessed with it. Like, this is seriously one of my favorite highlighters. Like, I just love it so much. And I'm just applying it to the highest points of my cheekbones, a little bit onto, you know, the highest points of the apples of my cheeks, so when I smile I have that little glow. And then I also like to hit the brow bone as well, just so everything matches. And then the center of my face. Alright, so for lips, I wanted to play with some color. So this is the Pixi by Petra liquid lip in Berry Beauty, and I think berry lipstick is so flattering. I don't know, something about it just, I just love the look of berry lipstick. So let's apply some lipstick. Okay, I think the camera is pulling up a lot more red than it is berry in person, because it's definitely not a red color. But oh my goodness, this just looks like such a beautiful lipstick. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed. And this eye, it just looks so good. Like, I'm out here like pretending to be a model. Alright, so here we have the finished look. I seriously love it so much. Like, I think this is such a pretty like meeting, like when you're going to like a professional meeting or something and you want to look really put together, or if you're like going to the court, which I'm going to the court in the end of this month because I got a parking ticket right outside my house. Excuse me, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Can you please just take the ticket off? I won't park like that ever again. I won't park like that ever again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it entertaining. I really love this makeup look. If you guys recreate it, can you guys please like tag me on Instagram and stuff? Like, I want to see your guys' looks. I love it when you guys recreate my looks. Like, I seriously, like, it makes my day. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fun and safe weekend ahead of you. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.